Okay. Come on, the it's. Palms up. Inhale, lifting the heart. Sucking up the waist. And exhale, lifting the pelvic floor. Letting the head fall off and the shoulders into the ground. Inhale, lifting the heart. Feeling the chest rise. Feeling your head heading on the floor. Exhale, releasing and feeling your whole back to be on the floor. Inhale, lifting the heart, expanding the chest. Deeper, deeper, deeper. On the exhale, drawing in the middle of under and tucking the tail, sliding the head away from the tail. Letting all of your breath out. Inhale, coming back down past neutral towards the sit bone, towards the tip of the tail. Exhale, drawing in the pelvic floor, tucking under, stretching your head away from your chest. Inhale, coming back again past neutral, sucking up the lower belly, and exhale, tucking under, rolling back down the spine, stretching the neck. Inhale, holding it right here. And exhale, feeling one vertebra at a time off the floor, going up into the pelvic curve. Inhale, finding symmetry on the shoulder blades, equal weight on both feet. Exhale, using your hips, pulling down one vertebra at a time, back onto the floor. Inhale, coming back to neutral, relaxing the thighs. Exhale, scooping up the pelvic floor, tucking under, pressing the ribs down into the floor as you're picking up your tail. Inhale, really squeezing the underbutt, reaching your knees away from you. Exhale, using the giggle, try to keep the neck long as you're pulling down one vertebra at a time. Make your hips stay up as long as you can, pulling them down. Coming back to neutral, relaxing the legs, being heavy on your hips. And exhale, drawing in the belly, tucking under. No weight on the feet until we start picking up the hips. Holding down the ribs and lifting. Inhale, kind of press the shoulders back. Make sure all the fingernails are on the ground. Exhale, releasing the heel, pulling back down, one vertebra at a time. Releasing, belly into spine, into the floor, stretching. Inhaling back to neutral, making sure your knees are about a distance apart, so the inner thighs are engaged. Exhale, tucking under. Releasing back up. Inhale, sucking up the pelvic floor, lengthening the neck. Exhale, keeping the knees in line with the sit bone, all the way back down. Inhaling back to neutral, releasing the thighs. Exhale, pulling the shoulders down as you tuck under and feeling off the floor, holding the ribs down. Make the hips pull the ribs up. Off the floor. Inhale, hold, really squeezing under butt. Exhale, pulling down the ribs. One vertebra at a time, pulling down the hips. Stretching between every vertebra. One last one, inhaling back to neutral. Reaching your pinky fingers away from your ears. Exhale, tucking under, scooping up the innards. Rolling up. Inhale, stretch the head away from the shoulder blades with those armpits reaching down away from the ears. And exhale, coming down. Centering all the way down. Inhale, back to neutral. And exhaling to the happy belly. Rocking back and forth just a bit, pulling the belly in away from the legs. And on the exhale, straighten the legs. And some good circles in each direction. Pulling the belly up away from the legs. And then bringing the knees back, down, back into basic twine position. Inhale, stretching the arms behind you. And exhale, rolling forward into a chest stretch. Bring the hands to the floor, stay neutral. Inhale, circle the arms around slowly, gently, carefully. Exhale, coming forward again. Bring all of the breath out. Inhale, circling around. And again, squeezing forward. Keep scooping the bladder under the belly button one more time. Exhale, bladder up and then head up, reaching forward. Inhale, reaching around and going the other way. Exhale, bringing the arms down by the side. Inhale, reaching up and back, pressing to the floor. Exhale, squeezing around. Inhale, reaching up and back, pressing the head and the arms into the floor. Exhale, squeezing around. Inhale, reaching up and back. And exhale, bringing the arms around. One last time into the chest. Inhale, reaching up and back. And on the exhale, bringing one knee to the tabletop and then the other. Inhale, flexing the feet and make sure all fingernails are on the floor behind your head. Inhale, pointing one toe if you take that foot to the floor and press it into the ground. Exhale, squeezing it back up, closing the ribs, staying centered on your neutral pelvis. Inhale, pressing the other leg to the floor. Exhale, squeezing back in. Inhale, other side, pressing into the floor. Exhale, back to tabletop. So holding your pelvis in neutral, trying to hold the ribs on the ground. Exhale, pulling in. Couple more on each side. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reaching. Holding down your ribs. Exhale, pull. Once more on each side. Inhale, press. And exhale, pull. Last one. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull. Inhale, holding here. And exhaling down one foot. Two foot, bring the hands together over the chest. The knees are together, the hands are together. Go ahead and pick up your toes and squeeze your knees and hands together. Okay, close the wrists. Inhale, taking the arms and knees out. Pressing the hands into the floor. Exhale, squeezing up the pelvic floor and then pressing the hands and the knees back together. Close the ribs and lengthen the neck every single time. So as you're reaching out, you're holding your ribs down and holding your sit bones towards each other. Stretching. And then exhale, scooping up the innards, pulling everything closer together. Bringing the hands and knees back together and lengthening the neck. Two more times. Inhale, slow motion. Reaching out. Stretching the inner thighs. Then exhale, squeezing up the pelvic floor, closing down the ribs, shoulders down, lengthen the neck, let all of your breath out. One more time, slow motion. Inhale, stretching up, pressing, and exhale, pulling in, squeezing, and inhale, staying right here. Then exhale, bringing one leg to tabletop. And then the other. So holding the hands here, we're going to inhale and take one knee out to the side. Exhale, pull it back in and squeeze it. Inhale, taking the other knee out to the side, slow motion. Exhale, pull it back and squeeze it into the knees. Keep pressing the armpits and the rib cage down. Inhale, knee goes up. Exhale, pull it back in and squeeze it down. Use your giggle. Holding the ribs down and together. Reaching out with the other knee. Exhale, pulling it back in. Squeeze. Once more on each side. Inhale, slow motion, the knee goes out. Exhale, slow motion, the knee pulls back in. Keep those shoulders down, the wrists closed. Last time, inhale, knee out. Exhale, pulling the knee back in. Inhale, squeezing the legs together. And exhale, down one foot. Two foot. Inhale, taking your arms behind the head, hands behind. And then on the exhale, just bend the elbows. And put the fingertips together over the head. So go straighten the legs out. And scoot up. So my foot won't be running over the edge of the mat. So squeezing the hips together, closing down the ribs, arms above the head. gonna do the modified leg circles. So inhale, dragging one heel up, with the knee toward the ceiling. Exhale, take that knee out to the side and straighten. So nothing moves but the leg. This is working on those muscles in between the pubic bone and the hip bone. Inhale, pulling up. Exhale, with control, out to the side and down. Inhale, pulling, nothing moving but the leg. Exhale, close the ribs, taking the knee out to the side and down. Once more in this direction. Inhale, pulling up. Exhaling out to the side. Cinching up the waist and down. Now reversing that. Inhale, coming up, knees out to the side. Exhale, as you pull it to the center, close the ribs, lengthen the neck, straighten the leg. Inhale, up to the side. Exhale, pulling in, stay centered and straighten. Inhale, pulling up to the side. Exhale, pulling in, closing down everything and straightening. Last one. Drawing the leg up. Exhale, pulling center, straighten yourself out, and the leg is straight. And the other side. Inhale, pulling the leg up. Exhale, taking the knee out to the side and straighten. Inhale, dragging the knee straight up. Exhale, be mindful, holding the ribs down as the knee goes out and straighten. Staying on your neutral. Inhale, pulling in. Exhale, closing and straightening the leg. One more time. Inhale, dragging the knee up. Exhale with control, taking it out to the side. And straighten. And reverse. Inhale, coming up out to the side. Exhale, pulling the knee to the center, closing down the ribs, straightening the leg. Inhale, pulling up. Nothing moving with the leg, not swaying around, no movement in the body. Inhale, dragging just the leg is moving. Exhale, pull center, close the ribs more, and straighten. One last one. Inhale, pulling it up to the side. Exhale, pulling center, and straighten. And inhale, bring your hands down by your side. Reaching for the floor, back your feet up to the basic squatting position. Go ahead and breathe again. Inhale, reaching down towards your heels. Exhale, tucking and rolling into the pelvic curl. Pressing the shoulders back. Inhaling here. Exhale, lift one heel, come onto the toe, pick up the knee, extend the leg. Inhale, flex the foot back towards your nose. Exhale, reverse. Coming down, toe, ball, heel. Inhale, the center, hips up higher. Exhale, picking up the other heel, ball, toe. Extend the leg. Inhale, flex the foot, shoulders back. Exhale, coming back down. Toe, ball, heel. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, lifting the other heel again. Extend the leg. Inhale, stretch the toes back towards the nose. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, shoulders back, hips up. Exhale, lifting heel, toe, knee, extend. Inhale, flex. And exhaling back down. Inhale, hips up. Stretching, inner body working. Exhale, using your giggle. Rolling back down. Inhaling back to neutral. Exhaling, knees back into the chest. Squeezing the belly in away from the legs. And on the exhale, bringing both knees to tabletop. And extending the legs straight out. We're going to inhale, reaching the arms behind us. And on the exhale, squeezing forward, grabbing the backs of the knees, and use your biceps as needed. Keep the armpits away from the ears. The knees stay right over the hips. Inhale right here. Exhale, let one knee go, pressing that leg into the floor. You can pull the other one towards you. It's called a knee pull. Inhale, switch. Exhale, press that heel into the ground and pull the other leg towards you, but try to stay in neutral. Inhale, switch. But keep your it, the center of your it on the floor. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. switch. And exhale, pull. Last one. Pressing that heel into the floor. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, head down and bend the knees back into the chest. Inhaling here, arms back out to the side. Let's see, and exhale, let's take the knees to back up the tabletop. We're gonna do a few tilts. Inhale, tummy tilt to the side. Exhale, squeezing the breath across the center. Holding down the ribs. Inhale, twisting over. Exhale, pulling across the center. Inhale, the tummy tilt. Exhale, squeezing through center, keeping the shoulders, armpits down. Inhale, a little bit bigger of a tilt. Exhale, squeezing through. Once more on each side like this, and then we're going to do the chest lift with it. Exhaling through. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, stretch the arms out, holding the belly in. And exhale, bring the hands back together over the chest. So inhale, a tiny tilt. Exhale, squeeze forward into the chest, but feeling the obliques all the way down your side. Inhale, put the shoulders back down. Exhale, bring the knees back to center. Inhale, twist the knees, try to keep the shoulders and the ribs down. Exhale, squeeze forward, hold it, till you run out of breath. Inhale, shoulders down. Exhale, knees back to center. Inhale, knees the other way. Shoulders stay pushing away from the ribs to the ears. Exhale, squeezing forward and hold it. Inhale, coming back down. Exhale, center. Inhale, tilt the other way. Exhale, squeeze it up and hold it. Inhale, come down. Exhale, center. One more time on each side. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, squeeze and hold it. Inhale, coming down. Exhaling back to center. Last one. Inhale, tilt. Squeeze. Inhale back down. Exhale to center. Inhale, arms out to the side. We're going to tick-tock 2 times in each direction, really big. So inhale, twisting over, stretching the whole body as much as you want. Exhale, squeeze back through. Keep those armpits pressing down into the floor. Inhale, tilting over the other way. Exhale, hold your knees together. Let the hips move as one. Squeezing. Be sure you get the ribs down. Try to hold the ribs down as you go back across. Exhale, squeezing back through. Shoulders down. Last one. Good stretch. Exhale, squeezing back to center. Inhale, hold. And exhale down 1 foot, 2 foot. Inhale, taking the feet away from each other. And exhale, taking both knees in one direction for the happy hip flexor stretch. So Sabina argued with me about this one today. She wanted to call it a horrific hip flexor stretch instead of a happy hip flexor stretch. And I was like, I'll have to meet you somewhere in the middle there. So we decided to call it the helpful hip flexor stretch. I like happy. So either way, we just don't want it to be horrendous because we know it's so good for us. So make sure that your hips are still square, your ribs are down, your innards are lifted, all of them. Everything between the 6 bones is pulling in and up. For 2 more deep breaths here. Really squeezing that underbelly. Lifting the belly up away from the legs. And on the exhale, coming back to center and square off in a big chest lifting breath. And exhaling both knees over to the other side. Close down the ribs. Check for square hips. Huge. Big breath into the chest. Clearing out the cobwebs. Lifting the innards a little bit more with every exhale. Inhale, sucking a lot of breath into the chest. For a few more. Stretch out. Wiggle. Then roll over. Once you get rolled over, bring your head from side to side. Then reaching the arms out in front of you on the tip of your nose, the feet first in, center on the bottom. Exhale, push the back of the head back. And then lift the opposite arm in the opposite way, just hold it till you run out of breath. Inhaling back down. Exhale, head first. And then the opposite arm in opposite way, hold it till you run out of breath, staying centered. Inhaling down. Exhale, head first, and then lift the arms and arm away. Inhaling down. Exhale, head first, and lift. Inhaling down. Exhale, head first. Arm and leg, and then turn your head over the shoulder of the arm that stays down. Inhale back down. Exhale, head, arm and leg, turn, put your towards the side. Inhaling back down. Once more on each side like this. Exhale, reach and turn the head. Inhale down. Exhale, pressing back and reach and turn the head. And inhaling down. And exhale, head first and lift both arms and both legs. Inhale, holding. And exhale, put down the opposite arm and opposite leg. Press it into the floor. Stay centered. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pressing the other side into the floor, centering. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down with the other side again. Hold, keep pushing the back of the head towards the sky. Inhale, lift. Exhale, the head doesn't get to come down. Pushing back, pressing into the floor. Inhale, lift. And exhale, coming down. Bend the elbows again, turn the head from side to side. And then let's come on to the elbows. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. So bring working. Go ahead and pull the shoulders into the ears and then push them far, far away. And then think of like letting your chest go toward the floor. And then exhale, pushing the elbows down to the top of the head up. So getting a lot of stretch here. Reaching the throat forward, stretching. On the exhale, tucking the tail, pressing into the lower back, pulling up. You're going to giggle and look straight at the floor. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, put the hips down. Inhale, roll through the spine, looking straight ahead again. Elbows down and ears up. Throat forward with your breath. And exhale, tucking the tail, pulling yourself up. Giggle, pushing the head back. Inhale. Exhale, down with the hips. Inhale, picking up the head, pulling the armpits back and the chest forward. And exhale, tucking the tail, pulling up. Use your giggle, looking straight down the floor. Inhale, push the head back. Exhale, this down, rolling back to the spine. Inhale, head up, heart forward, armpits back. One more time. Exhale, tucking and pulling up. Use your giggle. Inhale, push into the head back. Exhale, lift down, rolling through the spine. Release the toes. Inhale, heart forward. And exhale, coming down, bringing your hands down. So your hands are under your shoulders. Turn your head from side to side again if you wish. But really working the elbows back toward the hips. Inhale where you are. On the exhale, push your head back until you clear the boots. You put even weight on your palms and really squeeze your elbows into your body and lift your legs. Inhale here, pushing your head back. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten, keep working your elbows down and back into your body. Exhale, bend the knees. Try to keep them up. Try to keep your knees together. Squeezing your legs together. Inhale, sucking in the tummy, getting long and straight. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, you can kind of push your head back. Squeeze your elbows into your body. Exhale, bend the knees. 2 more times. Inhale, pushing the head back, pushing the elbows back. Exhale, bend the knees, squeezing the legs together. Inhale, suck the tummy in. And exhale, toes down. Turn the head from side to side again. We're about to move left. Inhale onto the tip of the nose. Exhale, shoulders down and pressing, rolling through cobra. Inhaling through the cat. And landing in child's pose for the breath. Oh. So squeeze and release your glutes to deep eyes. Take a breath with most of your weight on one side of the body. Then to the other side. Shifting over, deep breath. Exhale back to center. Inhaling into the shoulder blades, holding in the belly. 2 more, really slow breath. Expanding the breath under the shoulder blade. On the next exhale, coming onto all fours, stretching out the fingers. And inhaling into the turtle. And exhaling into the cat. And inhale, pushing down the shoulders, in the cat. And exhaling back to turtle. Inhaling turtle. And on the exhale, swing it to the side. Exhaling into cat for 2 circles in each direction. Inhaling up on the other side. Be sure you pull your shoulders down. Exhale, tucking into cat. Inhale, coming back to turtle. And exhale, swing it to the other direction. Exhale, tucking. Inhale, coming back up, stretching the throat forward. Exhale, tucking, coming around. Inhale, reaching up. And on the exhale, stepping into a plank. Inhale, pushing the head back. And exhale, pressing into down dog. And walking the dog a bit. And then reaching the sit bones up. And the heels down, taking a deep breath. Shoulders pushing down back. On the next exhale, tucking and rolling back through the plank, pushing the head back, all the way back to cobra. Inhale, release, toes. And exhale, coming all the way back onto the floor. Reaching the hands down by your side. Take a deep breath. And exhale, lift the head, the shoulders, and the legs. Inhale, hold it here, squeezing. And exhale, come down. Deep breath, arms in by the side. Leave the legs together. Exhale, push the head back, roll the shoulders back so it's a basic back position, and then you lift your legs. Squeeze. One more time like this. Inhale, coming down, arms stay on your side. Exhale, push the head back, shoulders back, lift the legs, hold it right here. Inhale, reaching out into a jumping jack. And exhale, squeezing back into the body. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, squeezing in. Suck the tummy in as you reach out. Squeeze it in as you come in one more time. Inhale, sucking in. Exhale, squeezing in. And inhale, come down. Again, turn the head. Stretching the neck. Okay, let's bring the hands under the forehead and really push the shoulders down. Go ahead and check for contrast. You want to pull them up into your ears and then push them down. Reaching the armpits away from your ears. And go ahead and bring your feet together, your knees out to the side. And show under the feet are random, back and forth. Working the hips loose a little bit. And keeping the shoulders down always. And then bringing the feet together. on the exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, put them down. Exhale, shoulders down, lift the leg. Tummy fold in. Inhale down. Exhale, lift the bladder, lift the legs and hold everything up. Keep shoulder down. Inhale down. Couple more. Exhale, lifting in and up. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, shoulders down, lift the knees. Inhale down. We'll do two more. Exhale, lift. Easy and squeeze it all together. Throw the hips home. Inhale down. Last one. Shoulders down. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. And do an initial rock of the knees. Roll the feet back and forth again. Keeping the shoulders down. And then straightening out the legs. Just bring the hands back under the shoulders again. Really working the elbows down. On the exhale, rolling through the cobra onto all fours. That is, I'm going to fix this camera just a little bit so I can get onto my knees and still have a head maybe. So that's what that is. Maybe. All right, so in this position where we're at right angles here at the knees. All right, we're going to tuck the back toe under. And then exhale, just straighten the back knee. So the front knee is still at a right angle. All right. We're going to inhale, reach forward, and exhale, pull straight back up. Close the ribs. Inhale, keep the arms back, reach the heart forward. Exhale, pull back up. Now we're going to try it one more time like this. Inhale, reaching the head and the heart forward. Exhale, keep those glutes squeezing. Now we're adding the arms. Inhale, reaching the arms forward all the way in front. Exhale, reach the arms back. Try to extend the upper back a little bit. Push your head back, lift your heart. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, reaching back. Two more times. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the glutes. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, squeezing forward. Inhale, reaching back. And then turn that back foot out and straighten your front leg for a second if you want to. And then rebend it. We're going to bring the elbow to the knee. Or you can take your hand to the floor, whichever feels good to you. We're inhale, stretching over here. And then exhale, picking up. And reaching for the back leg. So get a good stretch here. Reach your nose towards your hand. Stretch. Deep breath. And exhale, coming all the way back down. To elbows on the knee or all the way down. Inhale, stretching here. Exhale, transitioning. I don't really like that word anymore. Inhale, reach. You should love transition. Really good focus. Exhale, coming back to come back up straight here, front knee. We're going to inhale, reach forward with the body. Keep the glutes kind of tucked. And then reach that arm down and you're going to turn your chest towards the wall in front of you. Keep this shoulder down. Keep extending your body. Make sure you're not looking down. Push your head back. And close your ribs. You're going to inhale to reach that arm over your head and turn. You can bend your front knee if you need to put both hands down on both sides and turn your back foot back in again. Cool. So now we're in the gratitude pose. Give these. You can hold on to your leg, you can hold on here. We're going to try to round, exhale, tuck, and inhale, try to extend your back and straight, like extend your tail and straighten your back. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, keep squeezing those hips going towards each other, but you're going to extend your tail, especially this leg. One more time, exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend that tail. And on this next exhale, we're going to bend your knees. Come right back down onto the floor. And roll yourself up and switch legs. So 90 degrees at both knees. Tuck the back toes under. Then exhale. extending, straightening the back knee. Get your balance, squeeze your hips together, arms down by your sides, so kind of push the head back and lift the chest. We're gonna reach forward with the heart. And then exhale, pull back up. So try not to leave your ribs behind. Inhale, reaching forward with the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, squeezing, close the ribs when you get there. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, squeezing back up. Now adding the arms. We're gonna inhale. And then we're gonna exhale, taking the arms forward and the head. And then inhale, reaching back, lifting the heart. Exhale, reaching forward, keep squeezing the glutes towards each other. Inhale, reaching up and back. 2 more times. Exhale, squeezing forward. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, reaching back. And then exhale, turning that back knee, left foot out. Straighten the front knee. And then rebend it. And readjust. Arms reaching away from each other. And then inhale, bringing this elbow here. Or taking the hand from the floor and reaching over. Deep breath. And exhale, switching over to reaching back. Inhale, reach the arms away from each other, reach the nose back through your hand and big stretch into the throat. Exhale, going back the other way. Reaching over, deep breath. Exhale, squeezing back up. Inhale, stretch. One more time. Exhale, rolling forward. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing back. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, straighten your front knee. And you're going to reach forward, forward, forward. Deep breath. And then exhale, put your hand down on the leg or on the floor, wherever it reaches. Turn your body, tuck your tail. Stretching, so make sure you're not looking down. Push your head back. Breath or two. Keep drawing the belly in away from the legs, as always. Inhale, reaching that arm over. And you can bend your front knee as needed. Turn around. You're going to pop that back foot up a little. Then we're going to exhale, tucking and bending the back. And then inhale, flatten out your back and extend your tail behind you. You pick up your hands if you need to. Exhale, rounding the back, rounding the neck. Inhale, extend. Straight back, try to reach that sit bone out behind you, lifting it up. 2 more times. Exhale, in. Tuck in. Inhale, extend. Try to stick that tail out. Exhale, in. Inhale, extend. Push the head back and inhale. Knees rest. Reaching back and exhaling forward. Inhale, tucking the tail. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, squeezing forward. 2 more equal weight on the knees. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, squeezing back up. Last one, stretching back. Exhaling forward. And inhale, with the hands back down on the ground. And let's see. So we're going to do, I'm going to do circles with the legs. So we're going to exhale out and out. And that's not going to work. All right. So let's go on to that. I'll get off his hands for a minute. So we're going to make circles. Let's inhale and reach to the ceiling with the foot. All right. Exhale, taking the leg out to the side. Toes off the floor. Inhale, center and up. Exhale, it goes down with control. Inhale, center and up. Exhale, nothing moving but the leg. Inhale, center and up. And exhale, you can always giggle when you exhale. Inhale, up and hold. Keep pushing the back of the head towards the sky. exhale, center, and down, inhale out, and up, exhale, center, and down, inhale out, up, exhale, close your ribs and push your shoulders back, inhale out, and up, and one more time, squeezing around, and inhaling up, and exhale, bring the knee toward the back of your head, inhale, hold it there, stretch your throat forward, and exhale, put your knee down, inhale, pushing the head back, exhale, up with the other leg, inhale, out to the side, or exhale, out to the side, now inhale toward the center, and up, exhaling out to the side, slowly coming down, inhale, center, and up, keeping those armpits pushing away from your ears, inhaling up, and once more, exhaling out, and down, inhaling, center, and up, and reversing, exhale to the center, giggle, down, inhale out, and up, exhale, squeezing, inhale, reaching up, try to keep your shoulders pressing down into the armpits, in, and up, and exhale, squeezing, tummy in, down, inhale out, and up, and exhale, bend your knee towards the back of your head towards the toe, deep breath, right forward, shoulders back, exhale, knee down, come back onto your hands, push the head back, and exhale, stepping into the plank again, inhale, head back, and exhale, pressing into the down dog. Let's make it a wide leg down dog. Bring it out, put a couple feet between your feet, so that you can really tuck and extend your tail. So sit bones reaching up, heels reaching down. One more breath, try to pull your bladder up away from your bottom. On the exhale, tucking and rolling into a wide-legged plank, where we're going to put our hands together. We're going to twist over onto the sides of your feet and lifting that arm. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, bringing the hand back down, switching over to the other side. And inhale, hold, pushing that armpit down. Exhale, hand down. Shift the feet over. Reaching up, inhale, hold it. Keep that armpit locked down. Last one, exhale, changing sides again. And inhale, lock that armpit down. And exhale, down again, down with the knees. And let's go down into side lying position. Finally, stretching. Okay, before we do anything else, let's stretch the shoulder. All right, so in a nice straight line, let's take the arm around all the way around. Perfect side lying position. 1 good slow time in each direction. So try to let gravity have your arm all the way around. Let it stretch. Exhale. Back to the regular side lying position with your arm down by your side or wherever you want it. Inhale, sucking in the tummy. Exhale, squeezing the heels together, lifting the legs. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point. And inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale down one more time. Make sure you're not looking down. Open throat here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. And inhale, come down. And let's see, scoot to the back of your mat. Right? And you can use your arm wherever you need it, but inhale, lifting the legs. So we're going to internally rotate it. On the exhale, knee goes into the floor, the foot goes towards the ceiling, and you internally rotate and keep your tummy sucked in. And inhale, reverse, and then exhale, put the foot down behind you
and push it into the floor, and really push that knee back to get this good squeeze and stretch there. And then inhale back to the starting position. Make sure you're long and straight. Exhale, knee into the floor in front of you, squeezing the belly in. Inhale, reverse, pushing back. Exhale, put the heel down and squeeze it there, like you're pushing the foot into the floor and the knee back, good stretch. Inhale, lift, square off into parallel. Exhale, knee into the mat, squeezing, use your glute, push it down. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, turn it around and push the knee back, stretching. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, push it down and go back. And inhale, putting back to parallel. Let's see. Go ahead and take this leg forward. Do it. Just do the dirty thing. Get this the hamstring and the IT band to stretch. So make sure your waist is off the floor. You're in the perfect sideline position. The throat and the neck is lifted and the ribs are closed. And on the exhale, lifting the bottom leg, tummy in, innards in. Inhale, press it into the floor and square yourself off more and work this leg up a little bit more. Exhale it. So when you pull that leg up, make sure you're not tucking. Inhale, press that leg into the floor. And exhale, lift. Innards up. Inhale down. Press it. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold it right here. Flex your foot. Exhale, bend your knee. Keep that leg off the floor. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend it. Try not to go down. Try not to with that knee. Come in front of your hip. Exhale, bend. And try not to look down for very long. Inhale, flex. And exhale, bend. And inhale, stretch it straight. Exhale, put it down. And bring your bottom arm in front. And bring the top hand on top. And then take it over and recline into our T-stretch here, good stretch. Reaching the hands away from each other and cinching up the waist, reaching the feet away from each other. Or at least 4 big lifts. Really expanding the chest. And on the exhale, you can think about pulling the back of your shoulder toward the ground. Inhale, holding the shoulder back and lifting the front of the body. Exhale, so you can pull that shoulder back towards the ground a little bit more. So reach the hands away from each other for 2 more breaths. Try to lengthen it. Try to push the ears away from the armpits a little bit more. 1 more breath. Let me finish that exhale, bringing the arm back around to center and swishing over to the other side. Eyes are straight and long. Throat up, tummy in, squeezing from sits bones to heels, and on the exhale, wait a minute, together the arm, perfect sideline position, go all the way around in each direction, kind of slow. Make sure it stretches, reaching that shoulder down. So try to press your head into the other arm as you're reaching the other one around. And bring your hand back down by your side. And on the exhale, flex feet, lifting. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale down. Exhale, lifting the legs, squeezing to the heels. Inhale, flex. Exhale, flex. Inhale down. Exhale, lift, pitching the armpit to the hip. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale down. And exhale, lift. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale down, 1 more. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, flex. And point. And inhale down. And kind of shifting to the back of your mat. Inhale, lifting the leg. And exhale, knee dive into the floor. Keep the tummy sucking in. Inhale, reverse, and really stretch it. Exhale, external rotation. Put it down and just press it. Press that foot into the floor and reach the knee back. Get a stretch. Inhale back to here. Exhale, knee into the floor, squeezing. Try not to clench up your shoulder. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, put down, roll, push that knee back, really squeezing the side butt. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee dive, tummy in. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, put down and squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee dive. Really squeeze your glutes to press it in. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, squeezing the knee back. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, lift down and work the knee back, keeping the heart and the front up. Inhale, lift. And on the exhale, bringing that foot forward, stretching your feet away from each other, checking to see, go ahead and tuck and untuck. Make sure you're not tucking your tail. Make sure you're not in the tuck. All right, on the exhale, lifting the bottom leg, squeezing, lifting the innards. Inhale, press the bottom leg into the floor, try to square off your hips and untuck a little more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, press it into the floor. Exhale, lift, squeezing. Inhale, pressing into the floor. And exhale. Inhale, press it down. And exhale, lifting the leg. Inhale, hold it, flex your foot. Exhale, bend your body, bend your knee, keeping it off the ground. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, coming down. Still working your feet away from each other. Bring the bottom arm in front of your chest and put the other one on top. And bringing the top arm up and around and over into our T-stretch. Still reaching the feet away from each other. And working on getting this back shoulder towards the ground. So close the ribs, lift the heart. Inhale, huge breath, lifting chest. On the exhale, take you pull that shoulder down toward the ground and back a little bit more. Keep lifting the chest, lifting the booty, and on the exhale, try to pull the shoulder back a little more. For a few more breaths. On the next exhale, releasing. Bringing the arm around, back onto the tummy. Picture bringing the hands under the shoulder blades and pulling the elbows down toward the hips, into the body and down. Elbows into the ribs, deep breath. On the exhale, pushing the head back, rolling through the cobra, tuck the toes under. Inhale, picking up the hips and pressing into the down dog. Wagging the tail. Inhale, stretching up. And exhale, walk your feet to your hands. And inhale, flatten your back. And bring your hands to your knees wherever you need them. And then exhale, folding forward again, dropping off your head. And bend your knees if you want to. Try to stick your tail up and let your head fall off for a few deep breaths. Wiggle as needed.
And so. On the next exhale, tucking and roll yourself up. And inhale, reaching for the heavens. And exhale, have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful 4th of July. I don't know if we'll do it. I'll let y'all know. See you.